Hello, my name is Father Mike Ford, and this is opcentral.org's Know Before You Go series. This Sunday, April 12th, will be, in our gospel reading, we'll have John 20:19 to 31, which is the wonderful story of the apostles in the upper room. And it's also a place where one of my favorite apostles, believe it or not, actually shines, and that's St. Thomas the Apostle. Now, we know everybody sees St. Thomas as the doubting Thomas, the person, and he's taken a lot of heat over the years because in those moments he wasn't willing to really listen to what the other disciples had told him. And while there is some doubt there, I think really what Thomas does for us in this gospel is he says what's on our minds. He actually says the things that we want. And if you look at where he speaks other places in the gospel, that's exactly what he does. Jesus will say something and Thomas only pipes in 3 or 4 times in the Gospels. And each time it's to say, hold on for a second. What are you talking about? Hold on. Clarify this for me. And that's exactly what he does here in today's Gospel. And you notice when he starts talking about, unless I see the hands, put my finger in the holes in his hands and in his side, I won't believe. That's a little strong, but notice his reaction once he does. Once he does see. My Lord and my God is his response. And he's the first person in the Gospels to acknowledge Jesus Christ as God in that, which is pretty amazing. And look at what he did afterwards. That simple part, which Jesus meant to do for him anyway, propelled him into starting churches all over Asia, starting churches all over the world, and he went out and he did that. Now, for each and every one of us, these moments of doubts will happen. But on today, which is Divine Mercy Sunday, it's one of those things that it's okay if we can say, oh, hold on, it can't be this simple. Simply trying to change my life to live more like Jesus wanted me to will bring me eternal happiness. It almost sounds too good to be true, but that's why we're reminded of these things. That's why even our great saints like Thomas had to say, hold on for a second, let's back the truck up and take a look at what's going on. And once we come to that understanding, and once we see that in our lives, and once we're looking for God working in our lives like that, it's a lot easier to see. God doesn't always do big miracles. Sometimes the fact that you got called back for a job interview, or sometimes that luckily somehow the exact thing you needed to happen at the right time. Could it be coincidence? Sure. But a lot of times I think that's where God operates. He operates in the small parts of our lives. And if we can acknowledge those moments, when God is working in those things, we can see the bigger picture. We can recognize the really big things when they happen. So as we go through and over the next week and you look at this, just look for the little places in your life where God works. And then realize that those are the type of things that can get you to the point where, just as Thomas did, you can proclaim my Lord and my God and do it in a way that you can share that with others. Thank you for joining us for this week's installment of OP Central's Know Before You Go. And again, my name is Father Mike Ford. Have a blessed Mercy Sunday, and keep praying.